Yeah, so we will discuss about what type of master data we will have in SAP SD, and also we will see some of the important master data configurations that are to be done. Okay, so coming to master data, actually coming to data, we have three types of data. This I have told you in the first session also. So we have three types of data in SAP. They are master data, transactional data, and customizing data. So master data is something which will not change every time. Once you create master data, you won't be, this particular data will not change. Unless you change it, it will not change for every transaction or every document. It will be same. The transactional data will be different. This is a kind of recurring or dynamic data which will be changing based on document. It will be changing for every transaction. It will be changing for every screen. So this kind of data is called transactional data, just like your Amazon or Flipkart orders. So every order which you repeat has a different kind of different item or different quantity or different shipping address. So this is that kind of data is master data. Sorry, that kind of data is transactional data. And customizing data is something which comes out of this customizing fields, customizing tables, which means user defined tables. Like if we create our own tables, and then if we feed our own data into the tables, data which comes out of that customized tables and customized fields is called as customizing data. Okay, so in SAP SD, we have five types of master data. So they are, I mean, we deal with five types of master data. The first data is the customer master data. Next, we deal with vendor master data. And then we deal with material master data. Then we deal with the customer material info. This is a kind of separate master data. This is called as CMIR, customer material info record. I will explain you what is this later when we come to that topic. And then we have this condition master data. This is actually pricing master data. Apart from that, we also have business partner master data. This is only applicable for SAP S4 HANA. In ECC also we have business partner master data, but we don't use that business partner master data in our regular day-to-day transactions. Where in S4 HANA we don't have this customer and vendor master data. We have a single point of entry which is called business partner master data. The approach of creating customers and vendors in S4 is completely different because I will explain you later why it is different and what changes are there in ECC and S4HANA. So today we'll start with the customer master data. So coming to customer master data is something which consists of customers. Like if you create a customer, you can see all the data which is relevant to customers. So before we start, I would like to show you some examples or data like how data is stored in the backend of SAP. So this is T code SE16. In this, if you open KNA1, this is a customer master table. We don't have any customers as of now. We can select customers. Click on search, click on this star, and then click on tick mark. This will display all customers. You can select any customer here and then click on execute. I know this Kunar and all these are uh, German terminologies. If you want,
What was the T code? SC?
SE16. So if you see this kind of German tables, I mean German language, this is actually the behind the scenes table. What is it called? Yeah, field labels. So field names actually. If we have to select a label and click on tick mark, then you will be able to see it in English. So if you just click on execute, so here you can see how the data is stored. Data will be stored in the form of Excel, in the form of columns and rows behind the scenes of SAP. So this is a customer master data, and we are seeing a master data of one particular customer. You can also check master data for multiple customers like this. Also, you can see if you click on choose fields and select all fields, you will be able to see more fields. I think these are the only fields that are there. That is the reason data is limited. At any certain point of time, if you feel that certain data is missing, you can go to settings, click on format list, click on choose fields, and then you can apply. Either you can select all or you can deselect all and then select some of the customers, some of the fields that you need. For example, in our case, we just need customer, postal code, and then search term, apply. See, only those fields are displayed. And yesterday you were asking me about search term, right? So search term is important not only for creating customers, sorry, not only when we define elements in enterprise structure, even when we create customers also, we have to create search term. These particular people, they did not give search term. See, so in future, if they lose something, like if they forget the customer ID or the customer name, they only remember the search term. Here, they will be able, there is an option to uh, there is okay, where is it? There will be an option to recover. Okay, not here. Here you see this binocular system option. So here, if you just give the search term, you will be able to find out all those details which are saved with this search term. Okay, I'm searching with another. Okay, let's see. So today we will discuss about customer master data. So customer master data in we will discuss about customer master data. So in customer master data, we have again segments. So we have three types of segments in customer master data again. So they are, so in customer master data, we have three segments. So they are sales area, general data, sales area data, and financial company code data. Company code data is also called as um, sales financial data. Company code data is also called as financial data, and then sales area data. So these are the segments that we have in SAP customer master data. Okay. So first today we look into what we have already seen what segments we have. So we'll look into what are customer account groups, number ranges, all this we will see. So these are the prerequisites for creating a customer. Before we create a customer, we have to do all these customizations, configurations, so that we can create customer successfully. So for this, first of all, to show you the segments, we have to go to financial accounting. Here, accounting, accounts receivable and payments. This is in SPRO, financial accounting, accounts receivable and payments. Here, if you expand customer accounts, here in this master data, if you expand, you will have a lot of options. Here, if you expand this, preparations for creating customer master. So we have defined account groups with screen layout. Okay. So if you just click on this and then select any of the customer and double click on it. See, here you have three segments: the general data, company code data, and sales data. Sales data is nothing but sales area data. Company code data is nothing but financial accounting data. And then general data is general data like general your name, address, everything. So when we created plant, whatever data we have entered, so that is a general data. So I'll explain you what are these again. If you double click on this, so these are all the tabs that we have again, these segments. So these are all the tabs that we have in this general data. So if you just double click on this address, again we have all these fields. I'll explain you what is a suppress, required entry, optional entry, and display later. So all these are the fields that we have in the general data. Okay, these are all the tabs that we have. So when we create customer, I will show you, we will dwell into each and every tab and then we'll see what fields are there. So if we go to company code data, these are the tabs that we have. So if we click on account management, see what kind of data the system will ask us. So reconciliation account, this is actually mandatory. They have suppressed it. Okay, let's go back. So if it is sales data, in sales data, we have five types of data tabs. This is a kind of important question that will be asked at the time of SAP certification. And how many tabs do we have in sales area master data, sales area data? So we have actually six fields, but this document field will not count. So we have five fields: sales, shipping, billing, and partner usage. So if we double click on sales again, these are all the fields that we have in this sales area master data. Okay. So before we come into this, I would like to explain you about customer account groups. So there is something called customer account groups. So customer account groups are nothing but if you want to maintain your customers at a high level, then you can segment your customers. Customer account groups, right? So you can segment your customers into different partitions, like you can split your customers or you can categorize your customers. Usually it will be domestic customers or it can be anything. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to maintain this only. But maintaining an account group is mandatory. You can maintain an account group in however way you want, domestic customer, international customer, or you can simply create a sold to party, bill to party, payer, or you can create as one-time customers, regular customers. It can be anything. For now, we will create two types of customers: international customers. Will not do any international transaction. Domestic customer and then one-time customer. There is a setting for one-time customers. I will show you that. So the difference between domestic customer and one-time customer is for when you create one-time customer account groups. um, when we're creating this kind of customer, system will not ask too many fields. Some of the fields will be suppressed because these are one-time customers and we don't need too much details. We only need basic details. So this kind of configuration is actually useful in retail stores. So retail stores, uh, there is no guarantee that one customer who comes in, walks in, will not, will come again, right? So in such scenarios, we can create one-time customers where we only maintain basic data of the customer, and then we can maintain master data, particularly for B2C scenarios, for retail and such kind of scenarios. Domestic customers and also international customers, we can, if we create without that one-time customer check, then system will also and system will enable all those fields that are required. So I will show you what is that one-time check. Okay, so like this, you can create whatever customer account groups you want. You can also create as sold to party, bill to party, based on your business requirement. Okay, I usually they maintain like this in production environment also: domestic customer, international customer, and one-time customer. This is a standard format. So this is to just segment your customers. So when you create a customer, you are telling the system who is this customer. Is he a domestic customer or an international customer or just a walk-in customer like a one-time customer? Based on this customer domestic, I mean, based on this customer account, uh, each customer will have a different um, customer number. So we have different series. There's some This series are called as number ranges. So for every document, every master data that we create in SAP, it is mandatory to have a number range. It is mandatory to have a serial number. So serial numbers are again, serial numbers are of two types: number ranges. So these serial numbers are generated from number ranges. So number ranges are of two types. They are uh, internal number ranges and external number ranges. Internal number ranges are number ranges which are generated. If you set a number range, then the sequence will be generated by the system. External number range is something that you have to maintain externally, but then you cannot create something which is beyond the number range. I'll explain you that in detail. So we have two types of number ranges: internal number ranges and external number ranges. Internal number range, for example, if we set something like 100 to 100 to 499, so the system will start creating data from 100, and then again when you create another master data or when you create another record, automatically system will assign 101 number to it, and then again if you create another data or when you create a record, automatically system will sequential in a sequential manner, system will create these sequence numbers till 499. So once it is reaching 499, you won't be able to create any more master data or master records. You have to create a number range. Here there is no possibility to expand the number range also. There is only one possibility: to create a new number range. Okay, so when you create a number range, you have to keep in mind what you have to keep in mind this issue. So in future, if you want to decrease the number range or extend the number range, that is not possible. It is only possible to create a new number range. So this sequential manner of automatically creating number ranges is called internal number range. So the same example, if you set this number range 100 to 499 as external number range, so you can create your own number ranges. So let's say you have set this number range 100 to 499 and you started with 101, or you can start with 105, and then you can the next record you can give as 110. That next record you can name it as 115. You can create your own documents with your own customized ranges, but customized numbers, serial numbers, but then it should not exceed this 499. If you create something like 511, system will not accept. System will ask you to create documents within the number range. Okay, so within 100 to 499, you can create whatever number you want manually. Okay, this is called external number range. So these number ranges can be alphanumeric, and these number ranges will determine the customer number. So how it will determine the customer number? So each account group is assigned to a number range. Okay, so when you assign three number ranges for these three types of account groups, when you create a customer, I will show you that when you create a customer, you have to specify the account group. So when you specify the account group, system will automatically decide what number this customer has to get. The serial number, system will decide the serial number. So the T code for creating customer is XT01. So when you click on XT01, see you have this account group. You have to select this account group when you create a customer. So these are all the account groups that we have in SAP. Sold to party, it is different for these are all user defined custom account groups. Usually in your production system, you won't have so many account groups. You will only see whatever account groups you create. All right. So you can create your own account group, and then this customer number is again um, it's generated by the system. You don't have to give the customer number. And then if you give the sales area data and click on this, you will be able to create customer. Okay. So this is called account groups and then number ranges. So let's see how to create an account group. Let's in our scenario, we'll create two types of account groups, domestic customer and then one-time customer. So to create an account group, you have to click new entries and then you have to give some name. Okay, let's check what name we have to give. Let's create like Z domestic customer one, Zentex domestic customer. So this you see this one-time account. If you click on this one-time account, whatever I've explained you earlier, that will happen. Means when we create customer master data, some of the fields, unnecessary fields, which we don't need for one-time customers, will not apply. Only basic data will be applied for this kind of master data. So here you see this field status. I have explained you this, right? So these are the segmentations in customer master data. So here if you click on general data, you will have all the tabs that are there, that will be there in this general data master data general data segment. So here if you double click again, there are four options. So these four options are, if you click on suppress, this name will not be applied, or this name will not be seen when we are creating master data. If you create suppress here on street, all those fields that you don't want, you can select suppress, and then these fields will not be displayed when you are creating master data. Likewise, if you select required entry, some of the fields that are mandatory fields are marked as required entry. Required entry means that is mandatory. Without this field, you won't be able to continue. For example, this name is required entry, mandatory. Sorry, this search term is mandatory. Okay, and also name is mandatory, and postal code is mandatory. Right, so all these are mandatory entries. So without this, you won't be able to save, or you won't be able to move to another field. Optional entry, usually we will select optional entries because this is free text. Whenever you see free text, that is an optional entry. If you select a display, so you can create master data once and you cannot change it. If you create data once, again, if you want to change it, you will see that particular field, whichever is marked as display, it will be in gray color. I will show you this. Um, let's say district, we will mark it as display, and then postal code, we will mark it as display. Name as required entry, search term as required entry, and then here it should also ask for language. Transportation zone, if we don't want this tax jurisdiction code, you can suppress. The region, you can suppress. So if we do this, let's see how it will be displayed. Later you can change this also, it is no hard and fast rule. So we have created one domestic customer account group. Next, we will create one-time customer account group. ZDTC1. See, this is the example I was trying to tell you. We have created this account group once. Again, it is in gray color because once you create it, later you won't be able to change it. So that is called as display. It will only display once you create it. After that, once you create, there will not be any possibility to change such kind of fields. So if you want to change it, then you have to go to the table level and then change it. Only ABAPers can do that. We don't have access to do that.
So you choose display for the account group. That's what you
No,
choose. That's why.
no, we didn't choose it. This is actually the default functional.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. That's different, right?
Yeah, this is different. And then now we'll create one-time customer. So Z one time one. So if you click on this one-time customer, so this customer will be created as a one-time customer. This output determination procedure we will discuss later. So this is a kind of um, if you want to export data into fax, or if you want to, once we create sales orders, if you want the customer to get an email, or if you want to export data from SAP to non-SAP systems, then we do this output determination. So this is a kind of advanced topic. So we will discuss about this later. So based on the output determination procedure you select, this particular customer documents will be exported. If you, if you select fax has a fax as the output method. So every document that we create using this customer uh, will be coming out in the form of fax only. If you want that to come out as a PDF, or if you want to take a printout of it, again you have to change the output determination procedure. Okay, so that is the meaning of output determination procedure. So let me save this. So this is saved. So once I saved it, immediately this field has turned into gray, right? So that's what happens when you create master data with display only functionality. So these four options, what we see here: suppress, required entry, optional entry, and display. Um, there is one type of question which is asked in the certification programs. So this will be definitely asked in certification program. You will be asked such a way that what is required entry, or what will happen if you select optional entry in master data sequence or
So,
customer account sequence.
so display is only displaying. We cannot even enter anything.
No, once you enter, you can only enter
That's what
once,
it is.
just like how we created domestic customer account group. So once you create it, you won't be able to change it again. You can only see it. Okay, optional entry is free text. You can enter anytime and edit anytime. And required entry is mandatory entry. Without this entry, you will not be able to move to other screen. And suppress is like hiding. If you want to hide certain options, then you can select
Yeah.
suppress. So we have created account groups now. Now let's create number ranges for this. So let's see how to create number ranges. In SAP, again, everywhere you will have to, this is the, predefined architecture. First, we have to define and then we have to assign. So here also we will define number ranges for account groups first, and then we have to assign those number ranges to customer account groups. So first we will create. So here you have three options. This option is to display the number ranges what you have. This option is to create number ranges. This is to only check the number range status, like the ongoing numbers of particular number ranges. So let's first see what type of number ranges we have. Since this is a demo system, we will have lot of number ranges. There are unused number ranges also. See, these are unused number ranges. They've just created, but they have not added any master data into this. See, this tick mark is external number ranges. All external number ranges will have zero because this is maintained by the system. So system cannot calculate, or system cannot maintain what will be the next number range, and how many how many documents or how many records user has created. So that is the reason all external number ranges will be with zero. Uh, so any number range which is not external and zero is unused number range. So this number, you see this number 90000 900 000 1004, right? So this is the current number, current running number. Okay, this 900 000 1000 is the starting number, and this number range ends with 950
And four is
1000.
issue.
Sorry.
Yeah, the four means is the used as of today or whatever the system
Yeah,
create,
so
right?
they have created four records with this number range. So that is the meaning of
Up
it,
to
and
four.
these are internal number
Yeah.
ranges. And these external number ranges with tick are external number ranges.
I think you have less than a minute. Will you send me the link?
Yeah, I will send you another link.